chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. But Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On play action, Lance. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 24, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up with a game. Hunt will try going up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off a game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Down Chubb running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Steps away. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And some room to work. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A give here to Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Throwing now, Watson. And now here is another interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game. But this time they say turnabout is fair play. Because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side. And now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lance. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep...
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Jameis going to look to throw right away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Play fake. Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good...
This is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Winston.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now Winston on 4th down. This is caught. It's Hardy.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
To the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Winston. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Throwing. Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 and now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. First down, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. To the air again with Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Jameis now on first down.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ready, great.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
97.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Tua, the final shot before half. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked out all week long.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
22 middle.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Out to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
The two are going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team in.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Again, it's Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Kamara try the right side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Winston. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Ready? Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, right side. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question? Your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first and 10, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. To try again after the sack. Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Middle.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like